Hello, welcome to the Illuminating Crossroads community. My name's Lisette, and today we're going to be doing a collective intuitive reading for the month ahead. So this is going to be for October 2024, and there's quite a bit of energetic movement this month. So I will invite you to get nice and comfy if you want to grab a notebook or a journal so you can jot down anything that pings to you as you listen, a nice cup of water or tea, then I invite you to do so. All right, so I'll just invite you to really get comfy within your space. So maybe taking a few deep breaths, really attuning yourself to this reading before we get started. So you can really allow yourself to utilize your own discernment and only taking that which truly resonates with you at a deep soul level, so it can really be a support, a level of remembrance and empowerment for yourself as we move ahead. So I do want to note that this month of October, there's a few big things happening astrologically, if you will, and I'm not going to dive into it, but I just kind of wanted to notate these things. So if you are into astrology, you can kind of do a little bit more, or who knows, maybe I'll make some more videos as we go on. But anywho, so just knowing that we are starting off this month with a solar eclipse taking place in the sign of Libra. So that's going to be happening on October 2nd. And this will be a new moon. And then we're going to have a couple of planets making some shifts this month as well. So Mercury has been in Libra and it's going to ingress into Scorpio on October 14th. Then we have Venus currently in Scorpio, and it will ingress into Sagittarius on October 18th. And then Jupiter, which is presently in Gemini, is going to be stationing retrograde on October 10th. And then Pluto, which is presently retrograde within Capricorn, is going to be stationing direct on October 13th. So kind of a lot of things. So we're just going to look at the tarot to see what is the energy of this month ahead of October 2024. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Page of Wands. So this energy coming out first, I think, is really speaking in regards to when we're thinking about our projects or things that we are feeling passionate about or desiring to do more of. So pages can be really youthful energy. So me looking at this card is really making me feel like within this month, knowing that if you feel like you lose a spark of inspiration anywhere, or if you're feeling block, don't let that don't let it be a heavy weight on your shoulders. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come out. And I'm really focusing on the greens in this card. So in thinking of, like, if you are feeling a lack of inspiration as we move through this month, how can you actually allow yourself to rest, to recharge, and to just trust that inspiration will come back in again? All right, so here we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Devil, and then we have the Six of Swords. Okay. So with these cards, I think that it's really important as we move through this month, really feeling into how do I want to say, where within you is the drive, is the motivation coming from? Because since the Devil card is here, the Devil card can be much more materialistic, right? And we're in this season now of Libra season, and it really is a season that invites an awareness of what it means to bring in balance, right? So we just had the autumn equinox, and we have this equal day and night. And Libra's essence, in a more esoteric school of thought, is really thinking about how we are having balance between the physical body and the like physical matter and spiritual matters, if you will. So this, to me, especially since it seems like there was a charging forward, because I'm viewing this as energies that we might have been experiencing in September, or even just like previously, there was this forging forward, especially since I'm seeing the yellow is really standing out to me. So there could have been clarity on like, okay, I know that like I want to do this, I want to charge forward, charge ahead with this. And it felt like we kind of felt a little bit more comfortable, maybe, or maybe you felt a little bit more comfortable, I should say. And then here we go to the Page of Wands, and it's almost like this energy is almost being retracted. And it seems like there was at one point, and it could not just be like last month, it could be like maybe you're feeling this in August, or even I'm like, what comes before August? July. In July, of like there was this pinpointed awareness of like, okay, this is what I want. But then maybe in working towards these things, there became this I almost want to say like this lack of trusting that materially that all will be fine, and that you can allow yourself to be new within these spaces in which you feel called. All right, perfect. Sorry about that. I had to switch the battery out. Okay, but anyway, so it kind of feels like basically how can you trust that you can allow yourself to move forward, and really invite more curiosity and how do I want to say? I don't want to say discernment. For some reason, I wanted to say discernment, but especially because here we have the Six of Swords. So this is really about like moving on to calmer waters. So it's almost as though there was this forward movement, and it was feeling like, okay, you know what? I think I have the reins. I know where I'm going, what I want to do. And then there's this shifting of like, wait, almost as if you're like going back to being a beginner of something when you've already like advanced a bit in whatever it is that you're working on or trying to strive towards in regards to goals. And then it's almost as if the ego or the personality is coming through that is like bringing up these fears, and there's truly an invitation mentally to know that like allowing this recognition of your inner spirit to be your guide, so your inner fire, to allow you to move forward and to go do so with greater ease. And knowing that like you don't have to you don't have to look back at this. You can choose with like intent and will, and really just reaffirming to yourself this new solid foundation of which is waiting for you ahead. All right, so I'm going to pull one more tarot card. Okay, so I did see the Hierophant, pop out briefly. And the Hierophant really is about beliefs, if you will. So thinking of if this has to do with any like lingering self-limiting beliefs or even self-sabotage, how can you invite an awareness to let that go? All right. So these cards that came out, they're kind of making me think that, let me see. I want to make sure they're still in the thing. Okay, so these cards that came out, they're making me think of, let's see what's at the back of the deck. There we go. Okay, so they're making me think and feel like it's almost as though a decision had been made, and this month you're being called to honor the decision that you made and to commit to it, especially since we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Pentacles are materialistic base, and also the Knight of Pentacles is really I don't want to say the slowest of the Pentacle cards, or Knight cards, but it is. It is much more aware of this like longer term commitment that needs to be made. And what it takes to accomplish one's goal. And here, to me, this Two of Swords in reverse and King of Pentacles is just having me think of like what was like this lack of, honestly, it almost seems like an essence of maturity in regards to like allowing yourself to mature, to move forward with courage, to be courageous, to understand what it is that you want. But then it's like, but denying the awareness of what it is that you want. Like allowing yourself to fully embody it is being like taken away. So if that is something that you've been experiencing, then really inviting yourself to maybe do some practices of cleansing, of purifying, and just allowing these parts to really be cleansed within these sacred flames. And then here the Six of Pentacles is really tapping kind of into this Libra essence. We have the scales there, and it really is about this giving and receiving, but also really being committed and knowing that it's a process, and whatever it is that you are moving through, moving towards within this month, and just really having really, I just feel like the courage to move forward and not hold yourself back or retract on what it is that it seems that you've already decided for yourself. And if you haven't decided what it is that you're moving towards, or what like the key focus of this month is for you, then I believe at the beginning of the month, when we have the solar eclipse, that it'll become clear of like where more focus needs to go within relation to how you're approaching your life, especially thinking on a more material plane, since we do have more pentacles here. And then knowing like how are you operating from spirit of your essence, and allowing your mind to be a landscape of which you know how to navigate, so it's not working against you but working for you. Okay, so we're going to ask the ancestors and angels for some additional messages on what's come through so far, or seeing if they have any messages to share for this month of October. Okay, so here we have High Priestess, harness mystic power. And then we have Shaman, trust in higher forces. Yes, okay. So, with these cards that just came out, I do believe that this is really, I guess, I don't want to say if you're more mystical, but kind of. I think in regards to the High Priestess, harness mystic power, this is really about like learning how to alchemize mind and spirit. So of how you can really invite yourself to honor whatever it is, of course, as always, that you're experiencing, even maybe what you've been through. If there's some things that are kind of resurfacing from the past. I don't think I made it any better. That's funny. Okay, anyways, but so if there are some things that are resurfacing from the past, then just noting like how can you invite yourself to really harness the magic of what it means to transmute, to up level, even though you might be feeling all this denseness of really just moving through it, so you can go through, as opposed to being avoidant as well, especially with the Two of Swords there. So there's also shaman, trust in higher forces. So this is really knowing that like when you I feel like you'll know when you know what you're committing to, and especially because this is all like forward movement and going forward, and even here the Knight of Wands is going backwards. So it's really thinking about, and looking this side over, what is it that, like, when you think about it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. It lights you up. You want to do it. And you may have some doubt of like, okay, like how can this dream even come about? How can it be done? But this is where the trust in higher forces comes about. So this is knowing, again, back into that being in connection with spirit, that, and the spirit of your essence, which wants to be emphasized many times clearly for some reason. But in regards to when you are in tune with the spirit of your essence, then you are also in tune with the higher forces. So then knowing that everything is almost like in this right order or divine order, and all is well. Okay, so let's pull some animal spirit cards next. So let's see. Animal spirits that you can work with for this month ahead. And obviously there are already some different animal spirits. So horses could be a good supportive animal spirit to work with, thinking of like overcoming challenges. So like endurance and strength and freedom. Bastet just popped into my head as an Egyptian god. If you already work with Egyptian gods, that might be a supportive essence to work with because of this card that came through. Or cats could be a supportive animal spirit for you. And then owls as well. And I'm not sure if these are bells or not, but a supportive tool during this time if you are feeling some denser energies. It might be supportive to work with like ringing of bells to clear out your space. And then that's great. All right, so we have 33 horse spirit, freedom is yours. So, and then we have 3 armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. So this is awesome. So we have 333 here. So that could be an angel number of yours that you see a lot, or maybe that'll be a sign this month ahead that you're moving in the right direction. Although please know, no direction is wrong. We just kind of take different pathways to get where we're going. But yeah, so with horse spirit, it like freedom. So in this envisioning of what it is that you want to really devote yourself to more of, or to really work towards, or to even like restructure and find more balance within your life, like what brings you freedom. So really thinking at a core level, what allows you to breathe more, allows you to really open up and feel like you're in this space of where like life loves you, because life does. Life, the universe, all the beautiful different consciousnesses, there we go, that are around us are always wanting to support us. So how can you allow yourself to claim this essence of freedom so you can experience more of that? And then armadillo spirit, So set healthy boundaries, and in moving forward, especially since the Six of Pentacles card is here, and just thinking of the whole giving and receiving, just really notating, because we are having this new moon in Libra at the beginning of the month, all of us collectively are really going to be setting more intentions towards how we are, like, how we are relating to, like, people, places, and things relationally via this essence of Libra, so this Venusian energy. So really being sure to really set healthy boundaries, knowing that it's okay to say no. It's okay to know that you need a little bit more space if you need it this month, especially because we will have so many movements with the planetary bodies in the middle of the month. And it's kind of like there's a lot of different factors being set up. So just trusting what you feel. So set those healthy boundaries and know it is more than okay. And then I'm just curious to see what we have at the bottom of the deck. All right, so at the bottom of the deck we have Cat Spirit. Claim your independence. So talk about synchronicity, and then we do have the number 13 there. So really thinking of the 13 being a divine feminine number, even a number related to Venusian energy in my belief structure. So really thinking of what does it mean to allow yourself to be independent, to have freedom, but to also know that you can count on others. Because if you are choosing those within your life from a place that is in this like healthy relation to others, so that's not in codependency or what have you, hopefully you get my gist, then all is well. You can be independent, you can still be with others, but you can have your freedom, you can have boundaries, you can, like, literally oh, excuse me, you can literally have it all. So all right, so let's see. All right, and if this feels too optimistic for you, this would be a time to, like, if you have tools that you work with in your personal growth, this is the time to really lean into your tools. So if you do meditation, meditating, committing to it, or like committing to something, be it like sitting down and meditating, walking, or doing like shamanic journeys, or tapping into maybe studying some esoteric wisdom, or doing contemplation, or what have you, looking into the Merkaba if that's something that resonates, and really just finding like what invites this like curiosity, this inspiration, and gets that inner fire going again. All right, so we're going to see what are some colors that would be supportive to work with for this month of October. Okay, so here we have coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life. Beautiful. So I really do feel like with that card, especially in regards to the flow and synchronicity, especially since there's been like quite a few synchronicities in this reading, I would definitely say like keep an eye out for those synchronistic things that are appearing in your life, but also not like obsessing over them or searching for them. So to allow them to flow to you, so then you can just have it's almost like these nuggets of encouragement from your spiritual team, from your higher self, from source, spirit, whomever, whatever you believe in, to send you supportive upliftment, to know that like you're not alone, you're heard, you're seen, what you're praying for, what you're desiring is coming towards you. It's wanting to come towards you. It wants you to match it vibrationally, to honor that it's a possibility, and in that possibility to know. All right, and then let's see if there's one more color. We'll do this. And then we have plum. So plum has overcome your challenges. And then the numbers here is 9, and then we have 5. So for plum with overcome your challenge, I also think it's really interesting. I don't know why this part is making me think of like a spirit. It's just kind of a little smoky on the card. I'm not sure if you can see that. Let's see if I can bring it up. Okay. I think you can maybe kind of see it. Alright, sorry if you can't, but I know I'm like, there we go. Okay, so it was in focus and then went out. So anywho, this part right here is kind of smoky, and it's just making me think of a spirit. And this is also, it looks like it's a house in a room, and I see a window. Also really trippy because I feel like I see a person there. But anywho, so that's just making me think the overcome your challenges. If I almost feel like essences from the past, like collectively, this is a really supported time for purging. And if you choose, of course, because we have free will, if you choose to consciously let go of some things that are held within the past, especially regarding like relationships, this is a good time to find deeper forgiveness, deeper love, not only for others, but really for self, and to really purify, as we had kind of mentioned before. So, for whatever reason it's popping in my head, if you'd like a practical practice that you can do, you can just do it for a couple minutes a day. It doesn't have to be anything intense, or you can just intuitively feel how long for you would be good, if you will. You can go outside, put your feet on Mother Earth, and wherever the sun is, if you can hopefully see it in the sky because it's not cloudy, you'll just look at the sun, close your eyes first, please. And close your eyes and face the sun, look at it, but with your third eye, and just ask that every layer of your bodies be cleansed. Physical, mental, emotional, astral, etheric, what have you, all that. Ask it to all be cleansed with the consciousness pouring in from the light of our central sun. All right. And then also with that, just because I happen to look at this at the back of the deck, we have purple, developmental clarity 39. So thinking purple relating to like crown or third eye energy center anyways, especially since mental clarity, definitely third eye. In doing practices that allow you to really be within this grounded space, so you have mental clarity, so you have discernment in best practical steps to take moving forward. All right, and then last, we're just gonna get a couple messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle. I'm so excited, just got this recently. So we'll just see if there's any other messages that would like to be shared for this month of October. So here we have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. All right, and then we have dogs, getting together with friends. And then, let's see, we have tent, temporary situation. Okay, and then I do feel one more. Let's see, one more. Horseshoe, good luck. Okay, cool. All right, so for these cards, it is a possibility that you could be meeting someone important this month. So really just allowing yourself the opportunity to be in spaces where how do I want to say, where there could be meetings, if you will, especially because when I pulled this card, I looked over at the Six of Swords with the man's hand, and for some reason I thought it was touching her, but it totally is not. It's like rowing the little paddle for the boat. But it could be like especially if you're in a situation where you're like, okay, like I need support, then being open to the possibility of someone coming to support, but not from this space of how do I want to say, feeling helpless and be like, oh no, like I need someone to support me type deal. It's more of a, okay, I've done all of this and I'm blocked here, like I need a friend, I need something, some type of support type deal. Indeed, because there is a specific call to really take the action that you feel called to take, not rushing it, moving with it with ease, but knowing if you, especially since we have the overcome your challenges, so if there are areas of complication, just knowing that, just allowing yourself to be open to solutions, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Cool. And then dogs here, so getting together with friends. So there is an essence of making sure within all of this that you're still having fun, that you're still being playful, that you're allowing yourself to breathe, to live, to enjoy, and keeping this nice balance between what it is that you're striving towards, you're working towards, but also enjoying right now. So enjoying the company of friends whom you have right now, and really almost tapping into this essence of gratitude. And then with temporary situation, just knowing that in October there might be some pain points for you, and if there are, really inviting yourself this awareness of knowing that all things are within different seasons within our own life, and that things are temporary, and a situation that might feel heavy at first could find resolution with ease if you invite yourself to be open to potential support that could come through. And we had Horseshoe come out last, which I think is a great card to end on, especially since it states good luck. So just thinking flowers could be significant this month, especially purple flowers, because there's a purple flower here and a purple flower here and pink. So maybe working with flowers of those colors could support you, and just finding a bit more optimism and trust, and knowing that this month ahead is really inviting a deeper invitation towards what it means to reclaim more of your independence and your freedom, to set healthy boundaries, to really trust within the wisdom that you've gathered so far, to trust in spirit or source, to trust in all that is, and to really utilize the tools and the resources that you've gathered along your journey so far. All right, so this is all I am seeing. I do hope that you have a beautiful month of October ahead, and if you would like to join the Illuminating Crossroads community, would love to have you. Feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you. And of course, if you want to leave a comment down below, you can just say hi, or any takeaways that you want to share, or anything that you've already been feeling yourself. I'd be happy to hear it. And I'm sending you much love and many blessings, and we'll go ahead and seal this reading with divine love, light, and wisdom. We are complete. Thank you, and bye.